Good morning. Well, I'm up the woods and it's cold and it's snowing and my hands are freezing cold. I've got my hot water bottle to warm my hands, which is always a sensible idea, and I thought it's a good time for me to show you how I light the fire when the chips are down. Yeah, so no messing about with little feather sticks and stuff. I'm going to use a super duper fire lighter. I've gathered a few twigs. I need to gather a few more bits of wood. And the reason I'm going to do this now, I could make feather sticks and stuff and just keep my hands warm. But over the years, I've had a couple of comments saying, oh, the way you light fires is bullshit. Basically, it takes too long. Well, I like doing it that way because it's my hobby. And that's just me. But chips are down. It's bloody cold. It's snowing. I want a fire quick. These super duper fire lighters I made a while back. I haven't used one for a long time. Basically, paper, some big matches, covered in wax. I can light that end with a ferro rod if I want, but I find the best way is to use one of these lighters, a jet lighter. Now it's cold, so there's a good chance this won't work. Well, it does work. But what I'll do until I'm ready, I'll put the gas lighter into my hot water bottle. Right, I'm going to go and get some sticks now. Hands are freezing. The first thing I'll do, I'll try and use the outer casing as a fire lighter before using the main one. Well, that's lit. Well, the fire's burning and the pot is on. I'm getting a bit of smoke in here, but it's not too bad. Fire did struggle a bit, mine. I think it goes to prove a point that split wood burns better than unsplit wood. Uncle Ray was spot on there, fair play to him. Yeah, so struggling a bit, but there's no chance of it going out now. I'm staring at it now, trying to avoid the sparks hitting my face. Well, I've been lent something. I've been lent an Esee 5. And I've never had an SE5, and I've had a lot of knives in my life. It's used, it's well used, but perfectly serviceable, and it's a brick of a thing. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to split some wood up with it. This, you know, it's not really a test or anything because it's not out of the box, but I just wanted to have a go using it. And my mate Toby, the leather guy, Coal Country Customs, who used to be Red Kite Leatherworks, he's lent me this knife because he's a top guy. Because I'd put an advert saying I wanted to buy one, and he sent me a message saying, if you want to do a video on one, I'll lend you one. So here it is. Well, I'm going to have a cup of tea, warm my hands a bit, then I'm going to split some wood up with this bugger. Oh, one more thing, when your hands are cold and you're snapping twigs, you don't realise you cut yourself because your hands are so bloody cold. Looking forward to this cup of tea. I'm now pretty cold. Well, you know, not dangerously cold obviously, but it's a little bit on the uncomfortable side. Well, not the best weather I've been out in. Fire's burning nice anyway, but it is a tad smoky in here. I'm going to split some wood now. I really don't like using tools with gloves on. And my chopping block is frozen over and it's slipping like hell. Well, no complaints with a 5. And fair play, not too bad with gloved hands, and they're not the best gloves. You know, they're just my gloves I play around in the fire with. So they're a bit bulky and a bit stiff, but that works well. You know, cross battening instead of chopping. I'm not going to chop, I think it's a bit too short. But cross battening and then splitting, brilliant. I like that. I may even buy one of them. Thought it was quite an improvement on the 6, which I reviewed, oh god, a year and a half ago. I wasn't keen on the 6, but I like the 5. She's a beast. Fire's going nice. I got another boil on. I don't mind being out in the cold and wet, but what I don't like is the smoke blowing in my face. I can't imagine what them guys on a lawn go through in them smoky shelters for months on end. It must be absolute torture, and it can't be doing their health any good. I know if I was on it, I'd have a definite rethink about a shelter. I've set the fire now up in a crisscross because these ones are not perfectly dry. So we give that 5 minutes and I should have a nice little inferno going. Well, it'll probably be a bit rude not to make a feather stick with this, with a 5. Might as well. I think the edge could do with a bit of work. I'll get my jet lighter out now because I ain't gonna light that with a ferro rod. Bet this won't work. Nope. I could put it under my armpit or down my balls. My balls are always warm. Yeah, wood's a bit damp. Well, I'm getting soaking, my camera's getting soaking, so I'm going to put it off for a bit. Well guys, I think I'm going to call it a day now. It's just plain wet, and I really don't want my camera to cock up because I don't particularly want to buy another one. So we'll call it a day at that. Thanks for watching. Obviously a bit short today because of the weather, and I can't do a lot when it's this damp and horrible. So thumbs up, greatly appreciated. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ra. For the faithful who stay till the end, while I'm still here, I'm just waiting for my fire to burn down a little bit before I put it out. I haven't got a lot of thoughts really, but the only thing I did want to share, shit, everything's falling. One thing I did want to share with you was, this is my regular spot, and this isn't far from home. I'm about 8 minutes drive. Now, if I was coming out to somewhere fresh, I would have sighted my tarp in a way I wouldn't get hit with the bloody snow and the wind. But I'm not moving this because most of the time the wind comes straight across me and it's fine. It's just a bit of an oddity today. Now I'm pretty wet, I'm reasonably cold, I've got a cuppa, so that's always good. And I just wanted to address the thing with, you know, I get the odd comment, and I don't know if it's me taking some things the wrong way, because when you write something down and when you actually say it to someone, it comes across in a different way. Like people saying, you know, as I mentioned earlier in the video, you know, why are you doing feather sticks and why are you doing this, doing that? I like playing with knives. I like making feather sticks, and I'm pretty good at it too. So that's why. Now today, different kettle of fish. Cold, wet, snowing. No bullshit, just get the fire lit. I had a plan to do something today. I'd been given a knife indirectly from Victorinox to do a review on, but I thought it wasn't particularly fair. It'd be a crap video of me just huddled under this tarp here with the snow and shit coming in my face. So that's put off till better weather. Yeah, I know some people think, oh my god, you know, you should use it in bad weather. But I'm doing videos, and I want to give you the best video I can. I'm being huddled under a tarp, cold and wet. Nah, it's not going to make a great video. I'd rather make a nice video and show it being used as it should be used. Because let's face it, when the weather's crap, no bullshit, get that fire lit. Use fire lighters, whatever you carry. Your cotton wool soaked in Vaseline, something I don't like and I've never done, but that's just me. And the super duper fire lighters, which are basically a complete rip-off from, what's his name? Can't remember the bugger's name. The grey bearded green beret, who's one of Dave Canterbury's boys. I ripped it off from him a long time ago. And I've also seen Lonnie, Far North Bushcraft. Lonnie is great. We love Lonnie, top guy. And I wanted to give a shout out as well to a new friend of mine, Mr. Wild Wales. Please subscribe to his channel. He's a nice guy, and I let him use some of my footage on a video he did the other day. He wants to grow his channel, so this is a plug for him. Give him a subscribe. Fellow Welshman, nice guy. Different to me, mine. I'm bushcraft, knives and tools in the woods. He goes out hiking, uses tents and things. So different to me, but well worth a watch. Hell of a nice guy. So he needs a few more subscribers to get him up to that 1,000. Because let's face it, if you're a YouTuber, when you hit that 1,000, you are happy. And I was happy when I hit the 1,000. I've hit 2,000 now. So that's great. I can only go up. But I'm not in it to gain subscribers or make money. I enjoy doing it, and I come to the woods all the time, and I thought, well, I might as well start filming it. And I've sold quite a few knives off the back of it, which is also a good thing, because I've never pushed myself as a knife maker and, you know, gone on social media, look at this, look at that, like a lot of them do. I've kept small. So it comes to a time in my life now where I want to give up the day job and I want to be a full-time knife maker. It may take me a while, year or two, but that's the plan. So yes, I'm rabbiting on. Whether you want to listen to me rabbiting on, you may have turned off by now. Well, then you won't be seeing this. Yeah, well, it's still snowing, still cold, still wet. I'm going to finish this cuppa now. It's not tea, it's coffee this time. Get in my truck, put my heated seat on to warm my ass, because my ass is wet. Get home, get my kit out. My wife will moan like hell because I'll have damp stuff everywhere, but well, that's the nature of the beast. So this time I am off. Ta-ra. I don't think there's any bloopers either, so very sorry. Hopefully I won't get smoked out here under the shelter. If I do, I may just bail because it'll be miserable. But this is a good time to do this fire. I'm staring at it now, trying to avoid the sparks hitting my face. Yeah, so here I am in the cold. I struggle for my art, fair play. Remember I said last week I don't like using tools with gloves? That's gone out the window today because it's too bloody cold. I know if I was on it, I'd have a definite rethink about a shelter. Think something I could move around. But then I wouldn't go on it because I live on the wrong continent and there's no way I'm taking 6 months out of my life. Don't even know if I'd last anyway without my cup of tea. Right, I'm going to have another cup of tea.